Could the Chicago Bears be on the verge of a game-changing trade that could elevate their offense and their playoff hopes? All eyes are currently on the Washington Commanders running back Brian Robinson Jr., who may be packing his bags for a new home as trade talks heat up ahead of the 2025 season. This is Bears News Fan Report, your go-to source for all things Chicago Bears. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on news that matters to our beloved team, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. As the NFL landscape shifts, we're inching closer to the start of the season, and the roster decisions are piling up. With cuts looming and teams evaluating their depth charts, it's the perfect storm for trades. The Washington Commanders have made it clear that they're working to move Robinson, who is currently in his final year of his rookie contract and, ironically, is considered the starter in a very crowded running back room. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Washington already has a slew of running backs, including Austin Ekeler, Jeremy McNichols, and rookie Jackery Krosky Merritt, not to mention the versatile Deebo Samuel, who can mix in out of the backfield. All this means that Robinson's days with the Commanders might be numbered. If the Commanders are willing to let him go, could the Bears make a move to stake their claim on this emerging talent? The rumor mill is buzzing for several reasons. First, Robinson had himself a fantastic season last year, scoring 8 rushings touchdowns while putting up at least 700 yards each year since entering the league. He also showed flashes of versatility, excelling in the passing game the year before, which is critical for a Bears offense looking to enhance Caleb Williams' development. With only 1 year left on his deal, acquiring Robinson could come at a reasonable cost, making him an appealing option for the Bears, who are in dire need of help at running back. Right now, Chicago's backfield is looking a bit thin. DeAndre Swift didn't find his groove in his first year in the Windy City. Behind him, there's Roshan Johnson, rookie Kyle Monangai, and Travis Homer as the depth pieces. Those names just don't invoke confidence when you consider the urgency of the Bears needing a more consistent run-first option. Robinson could be that breath of fresh air, an impactful player who could help the Bears improve upon their nearly bottom-tier rushing stats from last season, where they ranked 24th in the league in rushing yards per game. Imagine the ripple effects. If Robinson were to join the Bears, it could unlock a new dynamic for the offense, benefiting the overall performance on the field while taking some of the pressure off Swift. Caleb Williams might find that having a reliable running back could open up the playbook, giving him more opportunities to stretch the field. A powerful 1-2 punch could elevate the Bears from the bottom of the offensive charts to a competitive contender. But here's the real question. If the Bears make a play for Robinson, what would it mean for the rest of the roster? Would we see someone like Swift moved and reshuffled in the coaching plans? The potential for a trade like this could set the stage for a significant revamp in how the Bears approach their rushing game, reshaping the identity of the team moving forward. As we await the official word on Robinson's fate, fans have to wonder, will the Bears seize this opportunity to strengthen their backfield with a talented player at the right moment? Stay tuned, because things are heating up in the Bears organization, and whatever happens next could set the pace for a thrilling 2025 season. You've got to be plugged in to catch every twist and turn right here on Bears News Fan Report. This is our moment, Bears Nation. We stand on the edge of a monumental shift. Imagine the roaring excitement of Soldier Field, vibrant blue skies, the recognizable crack of the kickoff, and suddenly feeling like this could be the moment that redefines our beloved franchise. The stakes couldn't be higher, as whispers grow louder about a trade that could send Brian Robinson Jr. from Washington to Chicago, a move that has the chance to breathe life into an offense that desperately needs a spark. Tell me, how many times have we watched with frustration as a great player slips through our fingers when our needs are so clear? This could be our last shot to get it right. What if Ryan Poles finally pulls the trigger and gets us the bruising running back we've been longing for? With Robinson's impressive statistics, 700 yards and 8 touchdowns in his last season, he could unleash a tidal wave of momentum for a team that languished at number 24 in rushing yards in 2024. His addition wouldn't just be a fix. It could be the puzzle piece that unlocks our offense. But let's be real. What does that really mean for DeAndre Swift? Does he find himself on the trading block, or does Swift have to learn how to share carries and face his scrutiny as a player who couldn't quite deliver last year? The pressure is mounting, and the locker room's vibe might hinge on this potential move. It's electric, yet equally daunting. The thought of reshaping the entire backfield as we approach a make-or-break season under Caleb Williams. He needs someone reliable to take the burden off his shoulders, allowing him to let loose and thrive under the spotlight instead of continually worrying about a powerful ground game to back him up. Imagine the scene: the chilling wind threading through the streets of Chicago, the scent of hot dogs wafting through the air, as fans don their Bears jerseys, eyes hoping for glory, waiting to see if their front office will finally seize a golden opportunity. And there's that familiar feeling creeping in, that not again moment we thought we had left behind. Remember the agony of the 2018 playoffs? Grains of sand slipping through the hourglass, the heart-wrenching double-doing, and the way the city fell silent in collective despair. We've felt that pain too often, the whispers of almost greatness gnawing at our pride. The ghost of legends, Butkus, Urlacher, they deserve to see us reclaim our glory. Every tight game we lose, every missed opportunity just stirs the hunger in our bellies. Robinson could be a new bear cub, horned up to run through the heart of defenses. You've got Eckler creating controversy in Washington while it ripples across our division, stoking the fires of rival clubs like the Cowboys and the Chiefs, both vying for the same prize. What happens if they swoop in just as we're ready to go all in? The last thing we need is another NFC North foe stealing talent that could enhance our roster. If Poles ever had a moment to shine, it's now. The embers of promise for the 2025 season ignite, and at the same time, a volatile concoction brews that could fracture locker room dynamics and split fan bases. Can you visualize the buzz? The tormented history that looms over our franchise, each passing loss a reminder of the heavy expectations on our shoulders, like ice-cold wind on a Sunday morning walk along the lakefront, the kind that tempts the bravest of followers to buckle and turn back. Were we ever destined for greatness, or are we perpetually chasing a ghost wrapped in blue and orange? It's all boiling down to one question: can a single trade catapult us back into the post-season discussions? Can it rewrite our narrative of despair into one of Cinderella stories? As the trade talks heat up, every moment we spend fretting over moves could be one we regret when the deadline hits, and it's time to make a choice. The clock is ticking, the deadline looming like a fierce storm bearing down on our glorious city. Is it time to go all in? Would you put your faith in Ryan Poles and gamble the future for what could very well define the next decade of Bears football? The time to act is now, and if I'm being completely real with you, Bears Nation, part of me wonders if this is the exact kind of bold swing that separates teams who just hope to win from teams who decide to win. Think about it. Every great chapter in Chicago's history started with a risk, with a decision that carried just as much fear as hope. Hendrickson could be that spark, the one that finally reignites the fire under Soldier Field and sends shockwaves across the league. It's not only about the sacks, it's about swagger, about showing the NFL that Chicago is no longer waiting in the shadows for respect. We're demanding it. And maybe that's why I can't shake this restless feeling tonight. Because deep down, I know every Bears fan feels the same. Tired of watching opportunity slip by, tired of being the underdog in our own story. This trade isn't just a transaction, it's a declaration, a line in the sand that says the Chicago Bears are done waiting, done hesitating, and ready to fight for something bigger. So what do you say? Are you ready to dream bigger with me? Or are we going to let another chance vanish into the cold wind off Lake Michigan?